working out. They felt that they weren't going to get wrong because they just ultimately it became a drive to, in effect, jumpstart what
You're in need of it.
Welcome to the world of worms.
Okay guys, welcome back to the third edition of the Afterlife live sessions from the Global Metal Machine Space Station out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah! The silence is getting louder, Ricardo. Can you hear it? Because today, not later on today, right now, right now, we have a very mysterious three-piece that have wandered in through the woods into the Global Metal Machine Space Station. They go by the name Witchcliff. I was under the impression they came from Witchcliff, but apparently they don't. So we have
the spoon player and the big flute player
on the drums and vocals and bass.
Holly,
welcome Holly. And Holly's better half. I'm just joking. Reverse. Paul.
Yep.
And you're the guitarist, right?
Play guitar, yep.
Well, welcome to the Global Metal Machine Space Station. And this is, of course, Ricardo.
So,
no, you start us off, mate.
Just like everyone, I asked, why the name Witchcliff?
Well, Holly and I moved over from east, from Melbourne. We moved to Margaret River. We started the band while we were in Margaret River.
Yep.
the real story goes, as we were driving through, I'm like, Witchcliff, that's a fucking sick name. We should totally name a band after this place. And then it turns out that Black Witch, they jammed there, so that's why they're called Black Witch.
Alright.
And then they heard about us getting around, and they were like, who are these fucking people, like, cramping our style, motherfuckers? And then I ended up started a job with Tim and Gaz, who are in Black Witch, and I was like, oh, I'm in a band, Witchcliff, I'm sorry. And they're like, what, you guys? Yeah, it was us.
We love the name of the place. Like we're doing like doomy, occulty kind of music, and we're looking for a name, and Witchcliff just it just seemed like a good name. Also, there's like heaps of caves, heaps of like like down there. There's a cave and water goes through it, and at one point in the year it goes like blood red, and then apparently that comes out on the beach at Contos every now and then. So you have like this blood red river going into the beach down there.
Go down there annually and just
sounds like mystical. It's a cool area. Hey,
well, that's incredible. It's a great name. It's an incredible story, and the rest is history. They say. So,
I did live in Witchcliff for a little while.
Really?
That's when me and Paul and we all met, and so when me and Paul first started jamming, I was living out in the whoods out in Witchcliff, and when they started the band up, I was like, fuck, it only made sense.
How many people live in Witchcliff?
Oh god, like 12 and a half.
Probably as many as Myla. But no, honestly, and so how long have you guys been an outfit for?
What have we been? About 2 years, I think.
So quite a new group.
Yeah, pretty new group. Yeah.
And you've been quite busy on the live circuit. Have you got any recorded produce at the moment? Music?
Yeah.
We've had a recording ready to go for about 8 months.
About a year now.
So we're like really adhering to...
It's an EP.
An EP?
Yeah.
How many songs you on there?
There's 6 or 7 songs.
6 or 7 songs.
Yeah.
New or new? Brand new?
That's all stuff we're playing, and now we're going
Yeah.
to make some new stuff after we release that one eventually.
A couple of those tracks are on that Divergence compilation.
Yeah.
So that's 2 of the tracks off it.
Okay.
And the other stuff we haven't released yet, so just been a bit lazy with releasing.
I know, it's like fund us. Fund us, let's get it out there. Give us some money, you cunts.
Yes.
We're just living under the WA moniker of wait a while. Just, happen when it happens.
And you probably, guys, you probably recognise these 2 larrikins, Noel and Paul, from another outfit, Rabbi Abbott.
Yes. Rabbi Abbott,
Indeed. So basically, this is Rabbi Abbott with a lot better looking singer.
Sorry,
Nige.
Sorry,
Yeah, but
Nigel's got better hair though.
And I've also got to ask you two are in a relationship. I hope you don't mind if I ask this, but I want to get a bit personal here. So, how is it making music together with somebody that you love? It must be quite special. It must add an extra special element.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Especially stressful.
Yeah.
Do you get like into arguments about music or just
Oh, mate,
offload? Yeah.
mate, we'll
But
talk.
you stay away from that.
And rehearsals are something else.
Well, do you ever, Noel, this is why I've got to ask you a question. Do you ever feel like the third wheel?
I know sometimes you kind of have to be like the calm between the waters, you know, because otherwise Holly's just like, Paul, I'm going to knock you out, cunt. And then I'm like, no, all right, I'm gone. Yeah.
But then we both turn around, well, Noel, what do you think? He's like, don't ask me. He's like, well, you have to pick one. He says go faster. I say go slower. What do you think, Noel? It's your decider.
It comes down to you.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to go out and take a piss now.
Yes.
Fuck that.
Do you guys write music together or?
Yeah, we all work.
Yeah.
We all work together. So Noel's fairly new to the band, only about 6 months or so.
Yeah.
And before that we had another drummer, but it's always been the same. Just get into rehearsal and come up with ideas and just build on them from there. So it's just basically that. And then after we get some riffs down and whatever, Holly chucks some words in there. Yeah, Holly writes all the lyrics and stuff. So
She's a fucking poet, I tell you.
Oh,
yeah.
Slam it down right there and then. Take a week to come up with a riff. She's got a fucking lyrics in 30 seconds. It's amazing. Yeah. It's always brutal too. You're like, fuck, where does this shit come from?
you don't want to know.
Well, it sounds like, just listening to you guys talk, you're really excited about this project. It's only 2 years old. Noel, the new kid on the block, seemed to be slotted in beautifully. So this is obviously going to be a long-term sort of project. You've got big plans for Witchcliff?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, we do, yeah.
We always have big plans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether or not we reach our goals or not, like we sit down, well, we've tried to every year and have a band meeting and just kind of like outline some goals and some dates and things that we want to have things done by and try to do it. But it always ends up taking probably about double the amount of time. Because like with everything, it's like, you're like, yeah, we're going to release an album. Great, now there's like all this other stuff that we have to do that,
There's always a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that really holds things up, but I think it's important that whatever we're doing, we've got things that we are aiming for, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And whether it's if we get there quicker or it takes a bit longer, as long as we get there in the end, everyone's happy, eh?
I think
Fucking
essentially
right.
we just want to write like, you know, good tunes and just, you know, just be a solid band. And when we do get up and play, you know, just really be the best we can be, and just, you know, hopefully that comes across in like, I don't know, like, yeah, hopefully it comes across that we're serious about what we're doing, and
It does.
we're having a good time doing it too. So
I got really
Yeah.
excited when I seen you guys at the Zombie Nomad show the other week.
Mate, Calvin, I got excited when I saw you getting excited.
Yeah, I was due to let my hair down for a change, eh, Ricardo? But you've seen these guys live as well.
Once, yeah, at the Black Witch album launch.
yeah.
Yeah,
Prince?
So, yeah, the Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
then,
think you took a video of it. So.
yeah, I took a video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I've never seen. You know, I didn't know a band plays in the Southwest. You know, this kind of music.
Yeah.
You know, usually it's thrash or punk.
Yeah.
You know, or
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah. But that's what I thought like before I was in the group, and Paul and Holly are like, yeah, we've got a band kicking off. And I was like, oh, sweet, you know, I watched them play for the first time. And because at that time I wasn't really into slow music. Like doing slower music now has been this great big learning experience. And like watching them going, fuck, this is like so out of the blue compared to, you know, like you say, your skate thrash kind of stuff. And it's like, no, there's some kind of feel here that I'm really digging, you know, like it's really cold.
I think that's one of the really beautiful things about the sound that you guys do create. I really love the tempo changes and the way you really slow it down to a halt and then just slowly build it back up, you know, and that really works well. And yeah, you're obviously working for it. It's slow and sludgy, but there is a lot of different tempo changes, isn't there?
Yeah, that's what I love. That's what I love about this music, and it's probably the key thing about all my favourite bands in the sort of sludge doom style. My favourite bands just mess around with tempos everywhere. Like Like if you listen to like I Hate God or something, they're always they got one riff and then they slow it down a bit more, and then they just go with the feel, and then they go back and then they go into like a punk bit.
Great example. They do it so well.
They do it the best.
Oh,
I
they
reckon.
do. Yeah, love them. I Hate God. Great band.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that gets me thinking about your influences. We'll start with you, Noel. As a musician and as a person, not just musically, but in general, what influences Noel, the person?
Well, what influenced me? Goat worship.
Goat bondage worship.
Goat bondage worship. That's it. They really know how to give it. You know,
Everyone's
if you
loving
can
that
take
shit,
it,
yeah.
that's the battle.
Yes.
Siggy butts, you know, smoking durries, and Samantha Fox, of course.
Well, look at each other.
Absolutely love Samantha Fox. You know, I wouldn't be here without her. And last but not least, Calvin. Straight up, you're the man. You know, you're my influence. You're my Jesus.
Cheers, Mark. I'm gonna high five myself for that. Yeah.
We'll do a fist bump.
Good on you, buddy. Yeah, we'll have to do a chest bump later.
All right, you'll send me across the room, bro.
Cheers, Noel. And what about you, Holly?
How can I follow that?
He's a hard man to follow, isn't he?
Am I meant to actually say my music witch?
Yeah, musical influences, or what influences
Or
you
even,
in general, you know?
like your vocal style, where that comes from too, because you got a different
Yeah.
vocal style. That, you know,
that was very much like a, oh fuck, I can't sing,
Yeah.
and these guys are forcing me to do it. What am I gonna fucking do? I don't know. It just kind of came out like that, and they're like, that's good, do that. And I'm like, all right.
It sounds like you've backed the missus into this a bit, like.
Not at all, no. She was actually wanted to do a band for ages before, like, and I was like, I'm stepping away. I was like, no, we're in a relationship.
You can't do that. It's just like,
you can't
it's
be
the
in a
cardinal rule.
relationship. And then
You can't do that.
eventually when we moved over here, I was like, yeah, let's start a band together.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? And it's turned out alright.
That's it.
That's right.
Sitting out here in the Global Metal Machine Space Station, out in the middle of the woods, talking about it. So
Yeah, exactly.
It's good. So anyway, then, Paul, what influences you?
I don't know. I can't beat Noel's. Amazing.
Well, I hate
influences.
God and like Black Sabbath are massive Black Sabbath fans.
Yeah,
like
so
growing up.
When we were writing a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, that's heaps Sabbathy, yeah, go with
Yeah,
that.
we picked that up when we listened to your tunes earlier on. There's a few riffs in there that, oh man, you think they're straight out of the rule book of Sabbath in the 70s there, loving it, you know? And the fact that you guys are a new band, you're local, and you're making this sound is fucking incredible. We don't have to go to the UK to hear this shit anymore, you know?
I think as far as this style of music goes, I mean, like me and Noel are doing a kind of grindcore punk thing with Rabbit Abbott. Punk and grindcore and that kind of thing is always like a huge influence on me. But then slowing it down and doing all this like bands like I Hate God, and I mean when I saw Conan a few years ago and I hadn't really even heard of them, and they're just like basic stripped back kind of they're just like the same riff sort of over and over again, and I just really dug it. And when I started getting back into this music about 10 years ago, my mate's band, they were playing in a band called Aghanim. They're a band in Melbourne, and I went to see them, and I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, tell me more about this. Like, and then I was just like, oh, here, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. And then those guys just got me right into the depths of this style of music. So
It's pretty cool, because it really, being new to the slower, groovier, doomy kind of music and that, after just playing like punk rock and stuff, and then going into this different language, there's so much more avenue to explore and all that, and you sit there going, fuck, I actually have to really try and think now. You know, these crew are coming out with the riffs and everything, and you're just going like, oh right, this is just a whole different ball game. There's all this depth to it, and you just really come to appreciate this style of music so much. I was just quite ignorant to it beforehand, and so, you know, everything that I've been doing with these crew and then listening to Paul and Holly's influence into that as well, and then finding your own stuff, and just go, fuck yeah. this stuff's sick, you know. Can't look past it.
Well, I think it really comes across that whether you are on stage or sitting here talking about what you guys do, you're very passionate and you're very proud and you have a lot of fun, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You got to love what you're doing, don't you?
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
hell,
we
that's
love
it.
Yeah.
But it's when you find other people who are the same, like-minded, you know, excellent, extraordinary gentlemen like yourselves, you know, and you just got to rub off and just be like, you know what, fuck yeah, we're all going to have a sick time, we're all going to froth out, you know, so, and you've got to get that momentum that way, you know, and everybody just supports each other, and then more comes out of it in the end, you know, so we all got to feed off of each other, and that's where the goodness comes out, really.
Oh, mate, that's very elaborate, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, done.
Beautiful. I know, I'm going to pass on to you now, Paul. We'll get off Witchcliff for a little bit now. I just want a little bit more about the history of how did you get into music to start with? We're going to go around, but what got you into music and what led you down this path in the first place?
What got me into music? I was given a guitar when I was in grade 2 or grade 3. Forced to have guitar lessons, playing, you know, camp down races and that kind of stuff. And I just hated it up until
Hated it.
I hated playing guitar up until I went to high school, and there was other kids in my year level that had an electric guitar, and I plugged it in, and I played something that sounded like Metallica, and I was like, I can play guitar, I can do that. If I can get an electric guitar, I want to do that, and that's what I want to do, you know, like that's, and that got me into it, and then ever since then I was just obsessed with playing in bands and
What was
playing
the first
music.
band?
First band I was in was called Amplexus, which was a
Plexus.
Ooh.
Amplexus is like the position that frogs get into to fuck.
Okay.
The position the
I never
frogs
knew
get
that.
into to fuck.
Write it down.
Get that on a shirt.
Oh, you know.
We were kind of like, we just had a bunch of like punk influences. We were all living in Melbourne, and like bands like Damaged and Bean Flipper and stuff like that, like the
That's
mid
after a sick
'90s sort of
band,
like
Ben Flipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sick band too. Bands like that just really influenced us, as well as like Black Flag and stuff like that.
Yep.
So that was the first band I was in. Played in a band for a bit called No Idea, which fairly popular, sort of like street punk, pop punk, or not pop punk, but street punk, a bit with pop influences.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that was in another punk band for I don't know, maybe 6-7 years called
Oh.
Charter 77, and
Okay.
yeah, just keep rolling through. Like, I haven't not been in a band for 20 years, I don't think. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
20 years under the belt, Paul.
Yeah. Of regular rehearsals every week. Pretty much. Yeah.
How you like?
I started playing guitar and bass when I was really young. Like grade 6 I started playing guitar and stuff. But yeah, then I got given this really sweet bass, and so I started playing that for ages. And I kept trying to get into bands with my friends. Like I got into punk, and you know, I was living in the city and going to see lots of shows and stuff. And I kept asking my friends, like, can I join your band? Can I be in? And they're like, we don't want a girl in the band.
Oh.
For fucking years.
Really?
Yeah,
Rough.
for years. It was
Fuck.
real rough. And I'm like, I can play! And then they let someone in the band, like a dude who was just like drunk and just like, and like couldn't even play anyway. I'm like, you chose that guy? That guy, come on! And then me and my best friend at the time, well, he's still my best friend actually.
Was that guy assassinated by any chance?
No. So my best friend was just like, fuck this, because he wanted to be in a band as well. So we were in a band, and that was a punk band called Last Call. And it was, I go back on the lyrics now, and because I wrote some of them as well, and I'm like, ooh, they're pretty full on. I'm like, oh shit, like me now. I'm like, I would never fucking sing that. That's too brutal.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just not nice sort of stuff. But it was what it was, and it was really catchy punk, and it was fun.
Cool.
And then I was in like a metalcore band called Kodiak Throat, and we came through WA and we played a bunch of shows, and that's what made me want to come and live here. And I went back home and I was like, hey Paul, we should go live in WA. And he's like, I don't know. And then his band came through.
I came over with my band Cabin Fever and then, we went to Margaret River. So when I got back, I'm like, let's go. Let's go.
You were like, I could live there. And I was like, all right. So I've got everything planned. I've got his accommodation. I've already got everything fucking sorted out.
Well, the rest is all just falling into place, eh?
Yeah.
She's made the right moves, and you should be really proud of the decisions you did make back then, because it's led you to where you are
I'm
now.
fucking stoked that they're here.
Yes, mate. Yeah, you didn't have to do nothing. You just had to sit back and just wait for the stars to align.
I'm walking down the street of Mark's one day, and there's Paul. You know, it's like, fuck, here's that big cunt with the beard. Sitting outside having a coffee out front of his shop, and I was just like, hey dude, how's it going? He's like, hey man, do I know you? Oh, sort of.
I was pretty stoked that day though. I went home and told Holly, I was like, hey, there's this guy that like works at Coles, and he's like wearing a Dead Kennedy shirt, and he was like, hey man, how you going? I was like, yeah, that's cool. I reckon that guy's a cool dude.
That's it. That all works out.
Yeah, weird. Good stuff.
So apart from Samantha Fox, what was your first introduction into the music?
Well, didn't come from a very like musical family. I remember as a little grom, like it's quite funny. He had this I was probably maybe like 8 or 9 years old or some shit, and pulled out this like 80s hits collection CD, put it on. There's like Toto's, like Africa and shit on there. And, you know, it's just a little kid, and you're like, oh, I can just feel like the emotion in this shit. Everybody else is like, you're a weirdo, man. But then you just, this little kid, just start listening to whatever music comes at you and stuff, and later on down the line, you find yourself listening to like AC/DC and shit, and then got well into Iron Maiden and stuff, and you know, always loved music. Like Judas Priest was like #1 in high school for me, you know. It's pretty funny, you know. That's it. Like Halford hits the pitch that only a dog can hear. You know?
And how old are you, guy?
24.
Well, it's a very young.
I should have said 16.
Like a very old soul with his influences and taste in music. It's a bit funny, really. It's always been that way.
So many
I've
people
never heard a 24-year-old talk about the old Africa from Toto.
So many people on his age listen to Judas Priest, or you know, they just go straight to metalcore.
That's it, mate. Yeah.
But that was one thing. So I was living in NZ during high school, and then all your mates are all into like metalcore and all the emo breakdown music. You only can't listen to like Black Flag and shit, and then come over here and find that there's this whole scene where everybody loves like classic punk and metal and stuff. And it's just going like, that's it, you know. I got plucked into a band. I hadn't played the drums before. I learned how to play the drums from being in a band and getting thrown in the deep end. Like, couldn't even play like a punk beat, you know. I had to get taught how to do it. And then after that, you just get hooked and just go, no, like, you can never be without music or be without rock and roll.
Well, I love whether it's with Rabbi or Witchcliff, I love sitting back and watching your facials when you're playing the drums. You just, honestly, I'd see a lot of people get excited about the music that they're playing and real joy out of it, man. But
like
yours is so pure, and I really love that ballet.
Cheers, bro. It's like some kind of awkward orgasm. You know?
Which one do you find more challenging to play, like Abbott or Witchcliff?
Well, with with Rabbit Abbott, it's a stamina thing. You know, it's like keeping your mind ticking over, keeping the stamina going, sweating your guts out. And then with Witchcliff coming into the group, playing slow, and you've got all this space, and you have to keep it grooving out, and the riffs are everything, and the vocals are everything in that, you know. And you sit there thinking it was really challenging playing slow because you've got more time to fuck up, and it can be more noticeable, you know. So find yourself trying to think really hard playing slow because you're like, nah, keep it together. Whereas the fast shit, it's like, oh, well, if you can just keep breathing, you just keep pummeling away, and the song will be over and we'll be into the next one. Whereas it's the opposite effect playing in like Witchcliff or something like that. So I guess they're both equally challenging. Yeah, that's it. Love them both equally, you know, like it's excellent experience, and it's a rad time doing both styles, you know. So
Sweet. It's like the yin and the yang almost.
Absolutely,
Like, yeah,
Absolutely.
you get to access all of your musical demons. You know.
Yeah.
You get to, a lot of us are into all sorts of stuff, and it's great to have different avenues. Which
That's
is
what
good
was
thing.
always great about Bad Brains, like Bad Brains would be like flat out like that, and the next thing would be like just like some chilled out reggae.
So you feel the same when you play the guitar for like Outward and for Witchcliff?
What's that?
You feel the same too when you play the guitar for?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, one's just like let's go flat out. Let's just full aggression. And then like Witchcliff's just about like laying back on the riff and just like it's
But
like
the
chilled
riffs,
out
the
time.
Witchcliff riffs are really chunky, man. Slowed down and chunked up, just the way I like them. So chunky you can carve them. We're probably going to get sued for that comment.
Sorry.
By a dog food company.
Next one you're gonna have sponsorship for the doctor.
Lovely, beautiful. But look, we're going to start to wrap up now. First of all, before we wind up, I've got to ask Paul one question, man. I've got to ask, how much of Paul is in the beard and how much of beard is in the man? You know, what's the beard of the beard, bro? That was a terrible question.
How much Paul is in the beard and how much beard is in the man?
Just tell us about the beard, man. Give us the
It's
history of it.
100% man.
It is one of the most magnificent beards I've seen, and what I meant to say is, can I please touch it? It's magnificent.
Just
It's
one
so
touch.
much Paul that he actually has started growing other balls underneath.
Really?
Yeah, there's like these little dreadlocks that
That's my
start.
secret.
How long you been growing it for, man?
I've had this beard
Since
probably
we've been
about
together.
4 years? No, 5, 6
Oh.
years. I don't know. We've been
You had,
together
like-
7 years.
Yeah.
I had a beard when I got together with Holly, and I looked like a homeless man when I got together. I sound like
My sister,
Long
when she's
hair
like,
and
what
long
the,
beard.
are you dating a homeless person? And then at one stage we cut off all the hair, and then I had like a big handlebar mustache. And it lasted a year or so, but then it's just been beard since then. Just every now and then have a trim just in case it gets too long, and
You'd look totally different without it. It's sort of like, that's why I had to ask that question. It's like part of you now, isn't it, you know?
seen photos of him without it from like years back. You see, go, that is not the same person.
Would you sit at home like having the beer, listening to the birds, like stroking it, you know, like I would.
ZZ Top discography.
Hey, but have you got any questions to finish up on?
Oh, I think we covered everything, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if we're going to finish up, I'm just going to go around. I'm just going to ask the token. We'll start with you, Noel. To all the young tackers out there that are thinking about starting a hard rock, punk, heavy metal, alternative band in the southwest, give them the advice. What should they do, mate?
Well, all I'd say, I'll look at the camera for a bit while I do this. I'm looking at you.
That's Noel.
I mean, all I'd say is, if you want to play raucous, mischievous music and be that kind of a character, if you're naturally gravitated towards that, roll with it, because that shows that you've got a quality that not everybody else has, you know, and a lot of us all come together personally through this kind of music. It shows we're alternative personalities, and if it pisses people off, even better, go for it and just roll with it. If you want to play loud and angry, fucking don't hide, just smash it.
Well,
Statement.
we've lost our jobs. This is the new host of the Global Metal Machine Space Station. That was well said,